my city.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now it's Brown. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got... to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check number 6. Check number 6. I got shoot this side. Shoot this side. We got 3.
First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right, and that is incomplete here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, you're averaging a point a drive. You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Escaping and he's going to go down again. Duke Riley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On first down, Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Kaepernick going to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up past the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Tua throwing here, complete to Gaskin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Tua going to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got Fuller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Brady's throw there complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's to the 10, and this is caught at the 8. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Shotgun now for Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Gaskin. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this.